Prepare yourself. You are about to be remade into a new being through forbidden knowledge previously kept secret for centuries by the jealous priesthoods of many religions. Caution. Improper viewing techniques may lead in some persons to dependency, seizures, cranial fits, priapic conditions, micturitions, several glandular mutations, and in some territories, legal arrest.
And we're recording.
Good evening, Jake.
Good evening, Daniel. Welcome to the first episode of The Ignorant Professionals.
Podcast.
the podcast.
The
show.
podcast.
The show.
The
One
podcast show.
podcast show. One of many. Two angry guys who've got a lot to get off their chest, mate.
They really
about,
do.
About this world. There's so many things going on right now that are fucking pissing me off. Star Wars. Let's not even get started.
Oh,
on
yeah,
that.
Star Wars, please.
Fucking politics. Let's not even get started on that. Loot boxes. Mate, loot boxes. I'm not even gonna. Honestly, I'm gonna get fucking stressed. I can't even begin to talk about these things.
He's
I'm gonna
unhappy.
Lower myself on this seat. I'm a little guy, so.
And I'm a big guy on a quite a large seat, so... excuse
Large head.
Yeah, extremely large head. Very tight headphones.
Yeah, we need to put more money towards. If we ever make any money off this, all of it's going to go towards funded headphones.
Yeah.
That can fit Dan's
Yeah,
head.
like the Daniel Headphone Foundation for children with big heads.
I mean, that should be the
Huge
real
heads.
Christmas charity of it.
It
Kids
really is, mate.
with
Yeah,
big
we should
heads.
record like a charity single for
We,
Christmas.
we should.
Yeah.
Have you got money? The loved ones you know have giant heads.
Oh God, too many. Way
Just
too many.
kids crying. Look at their headphones. None of them fit. That's the appeal. I'll give money towards that.
That's the way to go.
Well, I really would. You got a lot of everyone's doing fucking crowdfunding these days, or
Oh, mate.
Kickstarters.
I know,
People
it's
with
everywhere.
money as well
Yeah.
who are
yeah.
doing it.
See, like the Shenmue 3, that's the perfect one with Sony.
Was that crowdfunding?
Shenmue 3, yeah, it's crowdfunded by Sony.
So what?
To create-
Sony.
Yeah, to create the
They
game.
need money
To
make
create
it.
the game, I know.
Man, they could have sacked one employee and then that's it. They could have funded
That's
an
it,
entire
mate.
fucking video
I
game.
think it made like £1 million within its first like 24 hours or something like that.
Who's
And it had
playing
like
this
a
game?
budget of 10 million or something.
That's absolutely. I've never played Shenmue. I've never played any of them.
You're missing out, mate.
What
You're
are
missing
they?
out. You're like a Japanese guy whose dad gets killed. Like early on in the story, and then you spend the entirety of the next 3 games searching for his killer, and
Oh.
it's like really like, it's like you walking around speaking to people. It's like a detective sort of thing.
Okay.
But mate, it's quality.
Is it like
It's literally just come out the third one.
Is there anything like LA Noire?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah,
So
that game was sick as shit.
that was
Fucking
quality.
loved LA Noire.
That was quality game.
Such a good game.
Love the whole like the facial expressions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
doubt.
it's like someone needs to take a shit. It's like, oh, he's lying. It's like,
Yeah. Still to this day, it's one of my favourite memes. Doubt.
Yeah,
Press
yeah,
X.
yeah.
So I love that, man. I still like. It's so crazy how you can see a bunch of memes and then they become part of like your everyday
Oh
vocabulary.
yeah, big time. Yeah.
Like doubt is
Yeah.
a big one of mine.
And like Vines as well. Vines are a huge
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. Man.
I
Welcome to
love
Chili's.
Yeah.
That's a big-
Welcome to Chili's.
And Adam.
Yeah. I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, that's the best one. It seems
don't
like
even-
every day.
I would love to know the context of that Vine now. It doesn't even make any sense to me.
I think he obviously that was serious. He was trying to do something. That guy, what he was like, right? He took off his sunglasses. So,
He looks like
yeah.
Steve Coogan. Do you
He
ever see
did,
Alan
he did,
Partridge?
he did,
He looks like a young Alan Partridge. I mean, who doesn't want to punch young Alan Partridge? I mean,
I'd want to punch
it
him.
goes without saying, really.
It really does. I mean, I'm just one man, you know.
In a sea of many.
Yeah, the sea of many. That's the world we live in, mate.
It really
That
is, mate, yeah.
You know, no one's special. That's the old Rick out of Rick and Morty. You know, his philosophies where you're one in
Yes,
a
mate.
million, nobody's special.
That's it, yeah. I
It's-
love
it's
that. Like the
nihilism.
infinite possibilities.
Yeah, the infinite
timelines,
possibilities.
yeah.
It's a nihilism that, you know, nothing's important, nothing means everything. Everything's
You're
gonna
not
come
special.
through. You're not special.
Yeah, you're just one part of a bigger picture that means
Exactly.
nothing.
It's so fucking depressing, but it's so true.
Oh yeah.
It's the realism of it. I think that's what's even more.
I think that's why people can relate, especially in this day and age where everyone's just depressed anyway. I think it's just something that people can cling on to. So
Everybody's depressed.
it makes it makes perfect sense why people enjoy it.
It's understandable though when you got people on Facebook, people on fucking Instagram. Look at my giant titties. Look at fucking.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Jake. I love giant titties.
We all love the giant titties.
Like, don't get me wrong, there's many accounts I follow where the entire premise
It's just
is
the
giant
titties.
titties. no, just barely allowed to see the nip before they get taken down by Instagram. So I'm all over that shit.
Is that nip? Take it down.
Yeah, the nip police are out.
What a job.
I know, mate. Christ, I'd love to, mate. Hire me Instagram if you're listening. I'm your man. I'm your boy.
We're hiring. We need someone to look at nipples.
I'll be
all day.
scouring profiles for you.
That's the thing. It's great because someone has to do that. And even on Facebook, when you report something, there has to be some guy.
Do you reckon?
Who's like,
I was never. I didn't know whether there was like some kind of like nudity algorithm or something that it can pick up on like a naked part of the body or something. The photo. I don't know because you think Facebook. How many like got billions and billions of profiles?
yeah.
How about one guy? Or like a team of guys.
Can't be. It's
Yeah,
got,
literally, like
a
it gets
building.
flagged up. There's like a little bit of muff on the screen. You're like, oh yeah, let's get rid of the muff because the kids.
He's got to log in. Oh, okay. Checks his inbox. 1 million
Yeah,
requests.
someone's
oh.
done a huge log in their toilet. That's inappropriate. We can't show that. Like, I can't understand it just being like a team of people. That must be exhausting if that's the case.
Well, I think they.
And where do you draw the line? Like, where's the line? For like, is this inappropriate or not?
They must have terms and conditions. Something on there.
There's
that
got to be a
says
lot
no
of grey
nips.
area there.
Do you know what I mean?
You can still see nips on Facebook. Well, I suppose.
Well, I think it's all about if people get offended. 'Cause
Yeah,
if it gets reported, then they
Yeah, I
have to
suppose
look
if it's
into
reported,
it.
they've got to look
Yeah.
into it. Yeah, I don't know if Instagram's different, whereas I suppose people report that as well.
I don't know. I don't use Instagram. I don't even know if there's a fucking report button. I looked at it once, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And I just saw dogs, people meals, and then women going on fake
Honestly, mate,
holidays.
it is everything that's wrong with life today.
It's
It really
just-
is. Like
it's
you
the
just
issue.
get consumed by it. You look at it for like 10 seconds, and 10 minutes later, half an hour later, 4 hours later, you're still looking at it,
It's just
scrolling.
pictures, though.
Yeah, man.
I guess it's memes. As
Yeah,
well.
but then there's like an explore button where they just shows loads of like, especially if you like follow a lot of titty pages like me.
Yeah.
There's just your explore page is just like profiles that are similar to what you follow. So there's just fucking just like a sea of titties. So I'm just there for
A sea
hours
of titties.
scrolling through titties.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, it's one of my favourite pastimes, but it's not exactly productive by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're convincing me, mate. You know.
So, I
Slowly,
mean, yeah,
surely,
he's
you're
actually
making me-
downloading it as we speak. I can see he's got his phone out right now.
Just nothing but titties on my phone.
Yeah, Instagram coming soon for your boys.
Yeah.
Ignorant
absolutely.
Professionals. Meme City,
Meme City. It's just going to be us two crying in front of microphones.
pretty much, yeah.
That's pretty much what we do for
Yeah,
10
two,
minutes.
two hideous, ugly guys.
Yeah.
Who've only got a face for radio.
Yeah.
Attempting to bring comedy
Yeah,
through a
this
podcast.
started off as a sketch show, you know.
Yeah, it really did. Like, how did this come around, Jake?
Well,
Explain to the people.
A lot of alcohol and just a lot of just pressuring each other. I think that's what the main thing was. I know that we were writing a sketch show for a while. We got so many fucking really good ideas. And then it
Random
just
ideas.
evolved to being in the pub, being somewhere, me and you chatting shit, everyone around us fucking laughing their asses off, and we're like, this is gold.
Yeah. Like,
We
let's
can
just
make
bottle
something
this.
out of it.
Let's bottle this and sell it.
Put
I
it
mean,
out
we
there.
think that. God knows what people think, but
I think that's the thing. It probably, like we were talking about the nobody special. You know, no one. You know, you're just a big fucking drop in the sea.
just another cog in the wheel, isn't
And
it?
everybody there is like, we should make a fucking podcast.
Yeah,
Everybody
exactly,
is like, we're geniuses.
Yeah.
People want to listen to us.
It's,
then you got-
every Tom, Dick, and Harry's making a podcast these days.
It's true. It's true. It is. You
Yeah,
get
it's expensive stuff, mate. You got to put a lot of time in. Like, I mean, obviously you have.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
yeah.
I've been sitting on the sidelines.
I think.
Yeah,
Mate,
while you do all
everyone
the
in my
work,
life.
you'll come to realise who does all the work in this on this podcast, and it certainly isn't me.
Well, if I get the stuff, then I can pressure you into it, and then you don't have a choice. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Oh,
this
you
is
bought
true.
it? Oh, I was actually
Yeah.
gonna go. So no, mate, you gotta come down. now.
to have plans. Oh shit!
My nan's funeral.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I've got about 8 nans at this point. It's like yeah.
Having me all, mate.
Is that what this is it?
This is it, yeah. But no, it's something that I think had to be done.
I just think like obviously we go out quite often. We love a good chat, and
Yeah,
obviously we're not big fans of dancing. We like getting fucked up
Yeah.
and just chatting shit, and we've got a lot of shit to chat about.
Yeah.
So what better way than to stick it on a recording?
This is
And
what
even
I
if it gets one view, and it'll probably be me.
Yeah.
Like
And me.
I'm happy too. There we go.
I'll just keep smashing that refresh button.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 1,000 views. What are
Yeah.
you doing, old JJ? Nothing.
You're literally just sitting there, bollock naked, like just scrolling through, like just clicking refresh.
Yeah. I bet like I was looking at the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that, and how people, ads, blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure there's a way they pick up your IP address. Jake, you're the only one who's viewed it.
Oh yeah.
Where's my money, YouTube?
Oh yeah, literally. There's no way that you're gonna get away with it just by refreshing it on your own.
Either way,
I think haven't you got to
fuck
watch it the entirety as well?
No.
Or was that the old algorithm or something like that?
It's hours. It's hours viewed.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So if you're like a 10-minute one, then you still have to count as hours viewed. It doesn't count as how many has been.
So if you made like a long ass video,
yeah.
you're gonna make more money off a
Well,
long
it's
ass video.
4,000 hours. So that's been the longest fucking video in the world.
4,000 hours.
Yeah. That's even before you get considered. You need 1,000. Yep, you need 1,000
Well,
subscribers.
that's us fucked then, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Pretty much.
You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of like content. Do you know what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
see.
Out there.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. And
That's a lot of content,
it's
mate.
fucking lot of fucking content.
That's a lot of time.
It is,
That's a lot of
yeah.
drinking time.
So, mate, someone's got to do it.
But I mean, we've got nothing but time. Nothing but drinking time,
do.
even. We
That's
spend the majority of our Friday and Saturday nights doing just that. So
This
why
is-
not
yeah.
record it?
Absolutely. If we could like pick this up and put it in brew house.
That's it,
and
yeah,
cancel
yeah.
out the sound.
Or, wait, let's not be silly. Pulse.
But it would be serious.
That's where we spend the majority of our time.
I do want to tell the viewers. I
Yeah.
do want the listeners to know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, just a little side note there. We only go there because it's the only place that's open after 2:00.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason.
Nothing else. Right?
Nothing else at all. Jake's got a thing for the lady boys, but other than that,
I mean, who
we're good as
hasn't?
gold.
Have you seen some of those fucking ladies? I'm not talking like fucking Caitlyn Jenner. Fuck, everyone's like, she's beautiful. Have you seen her? She's
Yeah.
70. I'm like, yeah, she's fucking 70. Look at her.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry, mate. There's not. You couldn't put one lady boy in front of me, and I'd be like, yeah, that's a bird. There's not a chance in hell.
Absolutely, I fucking.
All right,
can't,
well let's make it a segment.
Mate, I'm on right now on record. I bet what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a bunch of pictures of beautiful models and beautiful fucking lady boys. I'm gonna mix them up, and you gotta tell me which one
That's
are
absolutely
them
fine,
and which
mate.
one are fucking.
The only
women.
thing that I think I'll have some trouble with would be like the Asian ones, like because some of them I went to Thailand. Some of them you wouldn't be able to tell, but there's some of them with some absolute huge like.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got Adam's
well,
apple bigger than my bollocks.
Well, yeah, but you kind of think like you kind of think about the worst of the worst. The ones with the fucking hairy shoulders.
I
and
suppose, yeah, the
fucking-
ones that stand out, you can see them coming, can't
Yeah, that's like stalkers in the night, mate.
That's
Yeah,
it, yeah.
that's coming after you, coming after the wallet in fucking Thailand, man. Oh, no,
Not
fuck
again,
that
please.
wallet.
Not again, please.
It's only so many times. It's actually this.
Shy May, if you're listening, I'm still hurt about the whole thing.
Give me
Please-
back my wallet.
Yeah, please return my 1,000 baht
I don't
and my
even know,
dignity if you can find that.
but you lost that years ago. You'll never get that back. Can't put a price on dignity. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even know what the currency is out there.
Bart.
But
Is it Bart or Bat? It's Bart, I think.
So
I mean, it might just
okay.
be my accent. Bart. Yeah, so it's something stupid like £1 for like 10 million baht. I mean, that's a bit exaggerated. but you know what I mean? It's one of those
I want a
countries.
burger, please. That's 20 million.
That's literally what it's
Oh,
like.
mate.
It's like, oh, fucking hell, I'm going for these millions like it's my job.
Yeah, you have no idea how much you spend. It's a bit like that in South Africa as well, man. Like it's like 50 rand is like 21 pence.
Where do
Something
they get these
ridiculous.
names from? That's what I want to know. What is Rand?
There's got to be a long
Bart.
history. I know, but we're saying that from the English language.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
fucking bollocks to me. Yeah, because you're not.
Yeah, we're incredibly ignorant, hence the name of the podcast.
Ain't that the fucking
Yeah.
truth? Yeah, very ignorant.
And it all comes full circle.
It does.
There
Yeah.
we go.
I think it's two people who are like relatively knowledgeable about a lot of stuff, but we're experts at fuck all.
I don't know about that, mate. I mean,
Ah.
I could agree with you on that part. I'm just here as like sort of comedy relief.
You're
whereas I
you're
just-
the comedy.
Well,
right?
no,
God help us. You're the comedy.
well, in respect to like, I just don't know fuck all, and people are just going to laugh at the fact that I don't know fuck all.
You're the clown.
I'm
aspect.
not actually have any comedy aspect to me. It's just
Yeah.
people laughing at me, not with me.
I mean, we do that anyway. I totally understand. that's literally what we do. You're the
Thanks.
you're the clown. It's fine. We need people like you. Every group needs,
A scumbag.
a scumbag.
Yeah, an absolute scumbag. A waster.
Piece of shit.
Someone
yeah.
that people could look at and be like, thank fuck, that's
Yeah.
not me.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be
you
awful.
rise everyone above you. Everyone above
Oh, yeah.
you goes up a level.
That's it, yeah.
Into the room.
Everyone's like, yeah, come on, this guy's pumping us up, and in
Yeah.
reality, he's just in misery, in constant misery.
Yeah.
But as long as everyone else is happy,
Someone's
that's
gotta
all that
suffer.
matters.
Someone's got to suffer, man. Now, not everyone can live a fucking happy life. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe they can.
Well, this is it.
This is the big question at the
This is
minute,
the big
isn't it?
question. Maybe this is it, mate. Maybe this is what the entire podcast is focused around.
Maybe that's what it's supposed to be about. One day we will find what it's about. That should be the quest.
It could be the quest. I mean, I'm sticking with titties. I mean, it's episode 1, and I'm sticking with titties. So.
Well, I mean, there's always going to be an underline of titties. It goes without saying. You
Mm.
know, that's like one of the objectives. But what's the main quest? You got to call it the quest, otherwise it doesn't sound cool.
That's true. Yeah, the quest.
If you say what's our aim, you're like, nah, that's businessy, man. That's a business strategy.
No, we don't
What's our
need that.
Quest?
We don't need that kind of talk.
No, absolutely not. No, not today. Not in this world. Too many corporations, mate. Too many billionaires making money, hoarding the money.
That's it, man. So, Jake, it's a Tuesday evening.
It is.
We're having a couple of beers.
We are.
Big fans of the dark fruits, aren't we?
Absolutely, mate.
Love a good dark fruit.
Well, it's definitely up there. It's a strong improvement from the piss water that is the normal Strongbow that I've been drinking my entire life until they brought out this fucking beauty.
That's
They
it,
thought,
mate.
everyone keeps having Bow and Black. What if we did it ourselves? And then boom, they made millions.
Exactly. Absolute winner.
I'm like, who's the guy who sat there and just thought, why don't we just do it for him? And they were like, get out the fucking office, Joey, you fucking idiot. And then John
All of a sudden,
Boy
I was like,
Roberts.
oh, mate, he was right. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
onto
homeless
something
now.
there.
Drinking strong about dark fruits on the streets.
Yeah,
This was
yeah.
my idea.
yeah.
I'd hate to be that guy.
Literally like a social network situation, like with Mark Zuckerberg and whatever that geezer's name was, he got kicked out. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Pours his life and soul into it and gets reduced to like 0.1% of the
I mean,
of the company.
How'd you wake up every fucking morning, look yourself in the mirror and thought, I could be a fucking billionaire, but because of that fucking piece of shit, you took my whole life away
Well, they
from me.
settled, didn't they? They settled outside of Cool. He had a massive payout. They just like
Did
it was
he?
undisclosed, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
I didn't know that.
And he was like his name was put back on the letterhead on Facebook.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
along with that Wankstain who opened Napster.
Right, okay.
Did you see the film?
No, I haven't seen
Have you
the
not seen the film?
No, I
Oh,
haven't
mate,
seen
Jesse
the film.
Eisenberg's
No, no.
great film.
Well, I didn't he, Jesse Eisenberg, he won an award for that something, didn't he? Or something.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise
Probably
me. Yeah,
Chad.
yeah.
But I feel
Oh, yeah,
like
we know.
oh yeah, but I feel like he done something that made him stand out. I think he stood out as an actor anyway. I've seen him in a couple of things, like he's really good in Zombieland.
Oh, mate, Zombieland. Have you
Yeah.
seen the second one yet?
I haven't, no.
You still
I
haven't seen it?
yet.
Oh,
No,
mate,
no,
it's
no,
quality.
no. I haven't even seen the fucking Joker yet.
Have you not?
No,
Oh, mate.
no, behind.
Controversial topics.
Yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
loves Joker, mate. Well, the majority of people like
Well, I haven't seen anyone who's like disliked the Joker. I've seen a couple of people who said like retarded stuff, like, "Oh, I thought it was going to be a comic book."
Yeah,
You
that's it,
watch
yeah.
One trailer,
like
and
like
you know it's gonna
superheroes
be-
and explosions and shit. Like,
Yeah, I
mate,
knew it wasn't going to be like
exactly. Just from literally looking at one trailer, you can tell that's not what it's supposed to be
that.
about.
It's just idiots, mate. They just don't look into it.
But I would love to see like a gritty sort of DC revival now of like in set in that universe where it is like R-rated and there's like Batman that is R-rated because obviously like in Joker, obviously I haven't seen it, but like there's a lot of blood and gore and it's obviously brutal.
Well, as soon as I saw it was like 18. Do you know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, yeah, this is not for kids. Which I think is about time because they've got, which is one of the things I think Disney did wrong, which is obviously they've got the Star Wars series, and I understand that at the end of the day it's for kids. But
Yeah.
what about like Star Wars was in the fucking 70s, man? Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So the biggest
Yeah, you think they'd
market-
be they're trying to appeal to the younger age when they're sort of forgetting their original fan base.
Absolutely, they are. Yeah.
And like I mean, if you look at the success of Deadpool, like 1 and 2,
Yes.
like the numbers that pulled in, obviously Joker like obviously passed that in numbers, but like there's a market out there for R-rated superhero films or that kind of premise.
Yeah.
It's like it's baffling to me how no one sort of jumps on that any more than they already have. I know you got the Punisher on Netflix. I'm guessing you've seen that.
Both seasons, yeah.
Yeah,
before they
man.
cancelled
Like that
it,
is
yeah.
like the level of gore, and it just makes it a lot more real and gritty,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And
It was
and
amazing. I
yeah,
really
it was
enjoyed
brilliant.
And
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan. I don't even know the actor who played him. He was in The Walking Dead as well. Shane.
John Burchnell, I think
That
that's
sounds
probably yeah.
wrong.
That's definitely not him.
that sounds wrong. But
But I think it's Burthnell. Don't hold me to
but
that.
I don't rate him highly. I've only seen him play as one person. and
Yeah,
that's
the guy,
him.
the arsehole from
The
Walking
arsehole.
Dead. Yeah,
Yeah, the arsehole from The Walking Dead. He
Well,
was,
no,
in,
actually,
he
that
was
was
in
weird.
Baby Driver for like 30 seconds, and he was a dick in that.
Yeah.
The amount of time that he was in, I was like, you're a fucking prick.
I know,
That's
man.
just- and I bet in real life he's the nicest fucking
He probably
guy.
is. He probably is, mate. Probably really nice.
He
I
just
saw
plays the
something else,
dickhead
wasn't it?
really well.
Yeah, well, yeah, he does. That's it. And once you get sort of stereotyped in that role, pigeonholed into a role like that, you only get in roles like that, don't you?
You do, yeah.
Like emotionless, just hardened killer arsehole. That's pretty much.
Yeah, but
pretty much
he's good. He's good at what he does, and I know that he's repeatedly said on Twitter as well. He's like, "Yo, if they do plan on bringing back the Punisher, I definitely want to get involved in that."
Yeah.
I mean, he loved the role. The whole crew really enjoyed it, and I loved Daredevil as well. The TV.
Mate, I
series.
thought Daredevil was the best one out of all of them.
It was, yeah. But
I
hands
don't
down.
understand why they sort of obviously like binned a lot of them. I can understand like Luke Cage and maybe and what was it, Iron Fist?
Dog shit. Yeah.
Oh mate, that was pony. But like what was it? Jessica Jones was alright.
Didn't watch it. Didn't watch it.
Didn't you? Oh, I thought it
no.
went. I thought it went like Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, and I think you could just get away with the Jessica
I'm
Jones.
sexist like that, mate. So I was like, females.
So you're an ignorant arsehole then, ignorant sexist
so
pig.
believe it or not, yeah.
It takes all types, mate.
I just can't get it. Like, Captain Marvel, I thought she was fucking kick-ass. I liked that a lot.
I just felt like they rammed it down your throat.
What,
like
the titties? Or the fact
well,
that she's a
if only.
female?
No, like just the whole like the female superhero. Like just if you just play it casually, people will find them awesome anyway.
Yeah.
Why do you need to ram it home that she's a female? And like, what did annoy me about Avengers Endgame? Obviously, everyone's seen it by now.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm going to say.
I know exactly
is
what
the
you're gonna
final battle scene,
Yeah.
and then all the female characters get together and say, "Oh, look, we're going to fucking save the day here or whatever." And it's like, yeah, it's all well and good, and obviously like, it's a great part of the film, but was it really necessary? You're ramming it down our throats, like female equality.
Yeah.
They're equal anyway.
Yeah.
Like, just there's so many films dating back to like early 2000s where there's like strong female protagonists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I believe we spoke about it the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
And there's
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and like especially I think recently that Charlie's Angels reboot.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
literally
yeah.
fucking it bombed
Yeah.
at the box office, and I can't remember what her name is. The girl who directed it. The reason why she says it is because no one wants to watch a film with like female leads.
That's absolute
That's
bullshit.
just trollop.
Yeah.
Like, look at like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It's centered around a female character who's like a powerful person.
Yeah.
No one started bitching about that, and that started 7 years ago maybe.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why everyone feels the need to ram it down your throat in regards to everything. Like, everything's either got to be bland, neutral,
Well, that's
or there
one of
can't
the
be anything
reasons
either side of that.
Why it turns me off it, which is like you said, the whole ramming down their face. If they just did it and just acted like it's no big deal that there's a woman in it, then I'd be like, oh right,
Exactly.
I would like this a lot.
But that's
more.
because that's real life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
real
yeah,
life. I'd still
absolutely.
go watch that film.
Yeah.
And like don't get me wrong, Black Panther, great film, amazing film, but again, a similar thing, like all black cast.
Yeah.
And yeah, why shouldn't it be? Of course, don't get me wrong, but like if they were just in the Avengers cast anyway, you wouldn't think anything of it. Like it's because that they're making a massive deal out of it, and that's what causes the controversy when there shouldn't be any in the first place.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, all great films. I love Marvel. I love all the Marvel films.
Well, I don't have all of them. I love the majority of them. I think most of them are great.
We've got an Endgame hater here, haven't we?
I'm an Endgame hater.
I'm a little bit annoyed.
Hey,
It's
well,
taking every ounce of strength not to pull him across the table.
You can't be serious, man. It was the laziest fucking writing in the whole. I know what we're gonna do. We should.
Maybe I'm a little
shrink
bit
ourselves
fanboy. Maybe
and-
I'm a little bit fanboy. Maybe I've got some rose tinted goggles on.
Well, hey, now I love the series as much as the next person, but shrinking yourself to travel back through fucking time is the biggest fucking horseshit I ever. I mean,
Mate.
science fiction. I get it. There's the fiction, but it was bad science fiction. Like no one could even be asked to think of a good fucking storyline. They killed our Thanos right at the start.
Yeah.
The secondary Thanos turns out, who's this guy?
I
give a
kind of
fuck
like
about
that though.
this
I kind
guy.
of like because it made it like real. Because like he's not all powerful. He was obviously a fucking crazy, massive, powerful character, but him clicking his fingers ruined him just like it would anyone else. So why he wouldn't just be able to like rally and I don't know and still keep on fighting? Like he killed what did he do? Destroy the stones, and that's what
He
made
did,
him turn into
that's
like
what fucked him up. Yeah,
like
destroyed
a
himself.
floppy Johnson.
Yeah,
essentially.
the old floppy Thanos. Yeah.
That's it, the old floppy
Planting
Thanos.
his fucking weird ass
Hashtag floppy
potatoes.
Thanos. Get it
Yeah.
trending.
Get it trending, guys. why is this coming out with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Avengers
Before you know
Endgame
it.
ended ages ago.
Before you know it, it's taken over the internet.
But yeah, no, I wasn't. I wasn't a massive fan, mate. I think not that I particularly thought that it was the worst film I've ever seen. By far, no. I thought the production value was fantastic. I thought
Oh, of course.
visually it was incredible. But I thought, well, what they could have done with the opportunity, I think this was one of the worst scenarios of what
Really?
they could have done, which is
I
the whole
suppose so.
time traveling fucking. It was mainly the time traveling concept, which I was really unhappy about.
Yeah, because that is always a cop out in films,
And I just
isn't
think
it?
it
Really?
was really on the nose. Like, oh, look, we'll go back to all the other films. Remember this, Captain America? Yeah, I watched it last week, mate. It's on fucking Sky
It's fan
Movies.
service,
Do you
isn't
know
it?
what I mean?
It's fan service,
was
not
what
good
it was.
storytelling.
It
It's
was
fan
massive fan
service.
service, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. But like, if it ended there, and then they were like, we're not going to bring out another Marvel film for like 5 years, I'd be like, all right, I get it why they needed to do it. And like
Yeah.
a month later, oh yeah, new Spider-Man. I'm like, well then,
Well, that's
it's still
the
ongoing.
Spider-Man film
then,
came
isn't
out
it?
before, didn't it?
There was one afterwards as well, wasn't
Oh,
there?
I thought Homecoming came. Oh, no, it wasn't Homecoming. It was
Home Away or fucking
Away from Home.
Away from Home, something
no.
like that.
Yeah, but no, sorry, I'm wrong. It came out after Endgame,
Yeah.
but the trailer was before Endgame.
Yeah,
And it's like
yeah.
all right. So clearly the geezer survived. Like,
yeah,
just,
I mean,
what
like, we all
idiot?
knew
What
that-
idiot signed off on that?
I
Then?
have no idea.
That makes no bloody sense.
It's just you don't care. They're fucking rolling in, man.
Yeah, I know, that's it, yeah.
We should show the ending in the trailer. You should fuck it. What? They're still gonna watch it, Bill. And they will.
Yeah. Oh, mate, don't get me wrong. Yeah, literally day one.
Yeah,
At the door, yeah.
so I
That's
love
it,
that
yeah.
film as well. The second Spider-Man, I thought it was really good, man.
Yeah.
I thought visually, when it came to fucking when he gets sprayed with that shit or whatever, Spider-Man, and he just sees like Mysterio all over the place.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in that like fucking psychedelic.
Oh, of course, yeah,
I
when he- yeah,
thought
that
I
was,
there, like, I wish I was on shrooms right
That
now.
was pretty
This
sick.
would have been
Yeah,
incredible.
you'd be loving it, mate. Yeah,
I would
you
have loved
You'd be
it.
all up
But
and
the
down
thing
that.
is, you can't take shrooms and watch a film, man, because you have no idea what the fuck
I've got no
is
experience in
going
that, mate. Maybe we should do a little experiment and do it on the next
it was
podcast.
One of the worst things I've done. One of the worst things I've done
Back-
was do it in public, man. That's what I hated.
Yeah, it's
Because
probably
you're
not a
too
good
scared
idea.
to talk to anyone because you're off your fucking tits.
Yeah.
And then when you're watching the movie, you have no idea what they're saying. I watched Batman vs Superman on shrooms, and I was watching.
Did it make it any better?
At first, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is getting really good." And all
What's
of a
a shite
sudden, one of the
movie?
characters talked. He was like, "Gibble gabble gobble, gibble gabble dabble dabble," and I was like, "What?" And I turned to my mate, and I was like, "Mate, do you have any
The
idea what they're
craziest
saying?"
craziest thing is though, you actually understood what he said in that language.
I didn't. I had no idea. But then my mate Levi, he was like, "Mate, I have no idea what they're saying," and we were laughing our asses off because we were on the same level.
Were you in a cinema?
Yeah, back at
Oh,
the cinema.
fucking
Yeah,
hell.
back at the cinema. Yeah.
You're those people, aren't you?
First time I ever done
Inconsiderate
it.
arseholes.
First time and last time I ever done it, and it wasn't a
Fair play.
full packed cinema. You know.
Oh, okay, so that's all right then.
Yeah.
As long as you're only ruining someone's experience, not
Exactly.
everyone's.
Yeah. Well,
That's pretty much. Yeah, well, I'll take it. I'll take it.
that's why I sleep
Yeah,
at night.
the
Right?
few, not the many. I agree.
Nah, you know me, man.
Backtracking slightly, what do you think of Tom Holland as Spider-Man compared to all the other geezers? Obviously, we've had Tobey Maguire, absolute cringe fest. Andrew Garfield.
I love
Oh,
Tobey
mate.
Maguire. Though.
Oh, mate, that Spider-Man. Was it Spider-Man 3 scene where he
Yeah,
starts
it
giving it all?
was. Yeah.
And he's like, puts his collar up.
Well, it's like it's so classic now that I wouldn't have it any
It's a
other
meme.
way.
It's become a meme, man.
That's what I love about
No,
it.
but that's
we wouldn't
again.
have the meme without it. We needed it.
No,
in our
mate.
lives.
No, it's terrible.
But yeah, I mean, as a movie, well, you can't even compare him to Tom Holland.
No.
You know what I mean, he was a little fucking bitch, wasn't he, in the original fucking Spider-Man?
But isn't that more in line with the comics, that he was like a really young guy and like Tom Holland's character,
Yeah, Tom
the way he
Holland,
portrays
Tom Holland
it? Yeah.
is accurate, man. That's what I really like about it. He's a kid, like he's a nerdy ass kid, and do you know what I mean? He's got a fucking heart of gold, and he's your friendly neighborhood spider. Where Tobey Maguire, he was like, I was like, you're a bit old to be Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a bit old to be wearing pajamas and running around. That's something you'd want to do as a kid, not a grown man.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
If I got spider
Yeah.
powers, tomorrow I would be
But
wearing. a
that
fucking
film,
supersuit.
man, it's literally like spawned so many great memes.
It has.
Personal favourite of mine. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. I love that meme, man, so much. I love that meme. And what's the other one? Oh, with the glasses, where he looks about the glasses and he looks back, and he's like, obviously, in the film, he like removes his glasses and he can see without them.
Oh yeah.
But the meme
yeah,
is obviously
yes,
like
yeah,
he's
of
looking,
course.
he puts his glasses on. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Saying, I just love the meme.
I'd rather
So
have
many
one.
good memes from that film, man. From the universe in general.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's his name? Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, yeah.
I like the first one.
He's
I
got a
did
really
not like the
weird
second
shaped
one.
neck. and head combo. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I could never get past that.
neck, man.
I just could never get
couldn't
past
watch
that.
it.
Like, his neck's just not in proportion with his body.
He's got a long head.
Yeah, he's
That's
really
what
long
got
head.
a really
And
long
because he's got a
head.
really long, skinny body as well, it's like, it's just out of proportion,
Is that,
mate.
what I don't understand is that he put that fucking suit and that head, and people didn't know who he was. If I spoke to Rob, like, you're Andrew
Yeah, like,
Garfield, aren't you?
You, right there, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
What?
I know that head anyway, mate.
Yeah, I know that
Fucking
head and neck
Andrew
combo
Garfield. That's exactly how it would be. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So like, it's stupid stuff, you know, like when Tobey Maguire met MJ. Who are you? I'm like, this guy's been your neighbour your whole fucking
Oh, no,
life,
man.
and you can't tell that voice. What are you
That's
on
ridiculous,
about, bitch?
yeah,
You have no
absolutely
idea what
ridiculous.
you're talking about.
I mean, I think for any superhero film when they got masks on, like Batman's another culprit of that. Like,
Yeah.
you could, that's Bruce Wayne. Like, you just know that's Bruce Wayne.
Absolutely.
All he's doing is talking like this. That's still Bruce Wayne, mate. Anyone can do that.
I guess it makes a bit more, especially in Chris Nolan's version, because obviously Bruce Wayne went away when he was young. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean, well, youngish, and he'd been gone for years. So he hasn't had a lot of social time. It's not like he's fighting crime with his best mates, even though that Rachel girl. But she in the first movie, she's like, Bruce.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the first movie, she's like, okay. So I
Yeah.
like it that they got that out the way.
Yeah, you got to give it to him, that one.
But they must have think, who's funding this man? You know, that's the first
Well,
thing they
yeah,
really
this
should
is
have asked. Is like, right, where's the source of his funds? Like, no criminal went after his funds. Not one
Yeah.
single person thought, like, where are these giant transfers coming from?
Yeah, it's only until you get to, like, what is it, Dark Knight Rises, where that guy starts asking questions.
Yeah.
And then, like, Lucius Fox, like, says something to him, or...
Yeah,
I can't
he's just
remember
like,
what
well,
he does.
you're telling me that this guy is a fucking billionaire
Yeah.
who's going around kicking ass with all this high-tech equipment, and you want to sue him? He's like, good luck. He's like, oh yeah, wait, that's a fucking retarded idea. He's going to kill me tomorrow morning.
Yeah, man.
That was a classy-ass line, man. I
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
Lucius Fox. Well, to be fair, Morgan Freeman in any film, like, he just steals the show, doesn't
He
he?
does. He's incredible.
That voice.
Man. Yeah, that smoothing voice. Probably the best thing I think. What really suited him was God. I thought he was amazing.
Oh, yeah,
as
in
God,
Bruce
you know?
Almighty
Yeah,
and Evan Almighty.
yeah.
Terrible sequel, but
Oh,
still.
the worst, man. And I love fucking what's his name? Carol? What's his name? Oh, who played as Evan in Evan Almighty?
Steve Carell.
He's Steve Carell. That's
Oh,
it.
mate.
Fucking love it.
I've
man.
literally just finished binge watching The US Office for the
Amazing.
second time.
Incredible
And it is
series.
just hands down one of the best things on TV.
Yeah, it
Now,
is.
don't get me wrong, I love the English one. I love the English
Yeah,
one.
same.
But it's like, it can only take it so far with British comedy because it is just that awkward real life scenarios, whereas American comedy can get away with like the weird, wacky scenarios and
Being
stuff.
ridiculous. As
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
can't get away in the British version. So, but in their own right, they're both great series.
Like you could never do like Brooklyn 99. You could never do that
Oh,
with the
could you
Metropolitan
imagine?
Police.
Could you
couldn't
imagine?
do it in London. It just wouldn't be funny.
Oh, mate, it'd be
Because it's-
embarrassing.
Yeah, it
Like
would
a
be
cringeometer,
cringy as
yeah.
fuck. But you can get away with that kind of crap in America because the people over there, they're larger than life.
Yeah, and they just literally lap up all the shit, don't they?
Yeah, they do though. They do.
All the cringy shit.
It's a big population though. It's a big population.
I
in
suppose.
America compared to over
Yeah,
here,
you got to
know what I mean?
appeal to a large amount of people.
Absolutely.
And if they're all like a little bit, you know,
Oh, yeah. What are you trying to say?
dumb.
Oh yeah.
I'll just come out and say it.
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen it when they go around like asking Americans questions and they're like,
Yeah.
name a single country.
I
in the
love
world
that,
beginning
man.
with you, and they're like no one says United States of America, not one of them.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah. Like I cannot believe. And they were like, what's the currency of the United Kingdom? They're like, the Queen's money. I'm like, how can you not know?
The Queen's. I mean, that is true. You know what I mean? Like, it has got a mug on it.
It's
So.
all the Queen's, isn't it? It's all the Queen's money at the end of the day. It all has got their face on it. Which has got to be fucking. Imagine living your life like that. Your face is on the money. I mean,
Yeah,
what
man.
a strange way to live your life. And
Yeah, like that's so far removed from reality.
absolutely.
Like how does someone like that even understand what real life is like?
I don't know. I don't know. How could you?
Are
How
you-
could
are
you
you-
put yourself with the commoners?
Would you say you're pro royal family or
No,
against it?
I'm anti-monarchy, anti-royal family. Always have been my whole
Okay.
life. Yeah.
And why is that?
What is that?
And why do you think that is?
I just think that it's an outdated concept that no longer should exist in the 21st century.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Are you talking to a royalist or are you
I'm not. I'm
talking
mate,
into your sleep? He's
I am not.
Get him,
Yeah, Secret Service. Well, I mean, that's
smash through the window right now and drag me.
SAS. Yeah. Come on, boys, take him.
Never seen again. Yeah, this is Dan's podcast now.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how to work any of the equipment, but I'll take it.
Why does it keep replaying? What's going on?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never been. I got a lot of respect for them,
Yeah.
for what they do, what they've been through, you know, and all that shit. And I know they've done a lot of things for the country. It's not that I'm not like a revolutionist. It's not like we should. It's not like Russia.
Yeah, not like should overthrow the royal family.
I'm not saying
Like you're
it's
happy just to leave them do their thing,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
just bring in their money.
I'm just saying, like, we should definitely. I think there's basically what I feel. The people have not got a lot of power when it comes to our government and how this country is ruled.
Yeah, of course.
And I think the politicians have the majority of it, right? And I think that's wrong anyway. We should be like we're a United Kingdom of the people.
Yeah.
You know. And then when you've got like above them, there is another circle of control that is the monarchy as well.
Yeah.
I just think that's insane. There's too much power is given to these people who, like you said, can't even fathom living the lives.
Well,
that
yeah,
they've
that's
had
exactly
already.
right.
And so that's why I think that a lot more common people should be involved in not only politics but saying how things are run.
Definitely.
It's like the old joke they say, you know, like Ricky Gervais in his stand-up, and then people were asking him, "How much is a pint of milk? How much is a pint of milk?" Because obviously he's like,
Oh,
"I
yeah,
don't know, a grand," you know, as a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But you ask.
No,
some
it's
of
true
them,
though, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I don't know,
Yeah.
2 tuppence." I'm like,
Jeeves
"What the fuck?"
gets that for them. Like they've got no idea.
The butler gets that. Henry gets that. I've bought milk in my whole
The
life.
squeesher.
Yeah, exactly. So when you think of it in that point of view, that's where I'm like, we've got a queen. What? Yeah,
I do definitely agree there. I do agree, especially when it comes to Parliament. I think the whole thing needs like starting from scratch, like the whole, just the entire justice system and the wigs and like and like the big hall with 2 sets of steps facing each other and people wagging their papers and tissues and stuff at each other.
Right honourable gentleman
Yeah.
to the left.
That's, I'm sorry, but come on, it's a comedy act. It's I literally watched a YouTube video on CNN, on CNN's channel of like, I believe it was like one of thousands of Brexit debates we've had, and I honestly thought it was a sketch when I first saw it. And I'm looking at the comments, and all these American people are like, what is? They've got their own favourite characters. Like they think these people were characters. And I'm sitting there like, this is embarrassing.
It is.
Will the right honourable gentleman return to his seat? It's like, what is going on? Like, odds. Oh, mate, the entire thing is tiresome.
It is.
It's embarrassing now.
It's because we're old.
Without
We're
getting
an
into
old
Brexit, it's gone.
country.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone on way too long,
It
and it
has,
just
we need to restart, man.
exactly.
We need to refresh.
I don't honestly think without who you vote for, Tory, Conservative, you know, like it's just the same cycle. It's the same circle that
Always.
never ends. Like until there's a proper revamp from the start, it's just always
Like a
going to be the same.
revolution.
Yeah,
This is
you heard it here
This
first.
is what the podcast is.
yeah.
This is what
The
mission is.
ignorant professionals, Communist Party.
I'll get my hammer. I'll get my sickle. All right.
That's
We'll-
it, mate.
we'll
I've
start
got a
this
few. I've got a
shit.
couple in my shed.
Now that's the thing. It's like I wouldn't even say communism is a bad idea or a broken system. The problem with communism is that it's never been done properly. Every
No.
time it's been done, there's been some crazy ass motherfucker
Yeah,
with all
power
the money
hungry.
and all the power.
That's
And
it.
Maybe that's the problem with communism.
Yeah, people are always the problem with everything.
It's true.
The concepts are always good. It's
But
the people who execute them.
It's never like a mass group of people. It's always a small circle. Even when you think
Oh,
of
yeah.
fascism with the Nazis, do you know what I mean? Not all, but the large majority of the Germans were just living in their country, doing their thing.
Yeah.
People in the Luftwaffe, people in the army. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people in the military were against Hitler and his regime. But
Yeah.
a small circle of evil motherfuckers control.
That's
the
it,
whole
exactly.
fucking
It's like that sketch, isn't it? What is it? Mitchell and Webb.
Yeah.
That sketch. Are we the baddies?
guys?
I love that so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it's
Are
good.
we the bad guys?
Why are you saying that? Well, I see you've got skulls on your hats. And I've got skulls. They're the
It's
skulls of our
amazing.
enemies.
It's like perfect writing, mate. I like that kind of comedy is
Yeah.
gold to me.
Yeah,
I love it.
they're
But it's right
hysterical,
though.
man.
It's right. Like not every person in the army is evil. They're just following orders, isn't it?
Absolutely, man. A lot
Exactly
of
the
them are just people like. And I know the whole following orders. Even when you look at the Nuremberg trials, but I was following orders. I was following orders. You didn't have to shoot that fucking little Jewish kid in the face, though, did
That's
you?
it. That's what I mean.
Different, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. There's following orders to a point,
Absolutely.
and then you just become a monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's a line you don't cross.
No, I agree with you.
It's got dark really quick.
Well, it's true.
Yeah,
Like,
we've gone
life
from
is-
titties to
life is
Nazis.
fucking dark, do you know what I mean? It's all life is fucking dark.
Yeah,
But
from
yeah,
titties to Nazis. That's gonna be our first. That's gonna be our first shirt.
From
Titties to Nazi.
Nazi.
Our first merch drop. Come in December 2020.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes
Everyone
peeled.
everywhere buying these fucking shirts. that would be the best, man.
Yeah,
that would
man.
be the best. It's gotta be exciting, you know. Like I bet when Nike first started getting big, you know, the owner of Nike like goes to McDonald's or something, and he sees some kid wearing his shoes. And
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, it
I
must be
made it.
massive. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
real, you
Oh
know?
yeah, big time.
That's what everybody wants to get. Everybody wants to make it, man.
Or like the owner of McDonald's goes into like a night shop and someone's got a bag of McDonald's on the table and they're like, oh shit, yeah, I made it.
That's true. Man.
That's it.
That's insane. It's so crazy because like when you think about McDonald's, like when they first like, and I know a little bit about the history of McDonald's, and like I'm pretty sure the guy who made it, like he was a bit of a fucking bastard in the first place. I think he like basically like fucking corporately overthrew someone, or fucking
Really?
took over their company. Obviously, this is ignorant professionals.
Of course, yeah. We
So
actually
most-
have no like science or any kind of
Most
facts
of
to
this
back
was
this
a
up.
fever dream I had 2 years ago. But I'm sure
What a dream it was.
I read somewhere that something like that happened. But anyway, he's just there. He's like, I just want to make some fucking money. That's all I care about is money. And you got decades later, you got people dying of fucking obesity.
Yeah.
fat
Look what
kids.
this guy caused.
Exactly.
Look what you
yeah.
started.
He doesn't even know.
Look what you did.
It's insane. It's insane that any one of us can
Take
do
a bow.
something like that. Take a bow. Congratulations.
To be fair, you single-handedly controlled the population of America, so well done.
Yeah.
It would have
it's true.
spiraled out of control without you.
Yeah.
So, well done.
I'd love to get the stats and just to see how many burgers a day they fucking sell, you know, worldwide. I don't
Yeah,
think
man.
they could fucking count those numbers.
I wonder like just one store. I bet we'd be blown away about one store.
I think so.
Or like one area, one county, something like that.
I'm pretty sure we were in Weatherspoons not long ago, and we were looking at the order numbers. And
Yeah.
we were just like, is this a day? Is this a week? And then we figured out that this was a day. And we were on order something stuff like 1,160.
Yeah.
We were like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's this one shitty Weatherspoons at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's
right?
it. It was like 3 o'clock, wasn't
And
it?
they did. And
Yeah.
they did, man. That one day, they sold
That's
that
mental.
much. And that, I wouldn't even say Weatherspoons is like compared to McDonald's. I mean, it's
Oh, no.
not even no comparison.
You can't compare. Can't compare.
So imagine, like, how many cows and... How much,
That's what I really don't understand. That's what baffles me the most. Like, where do they get this shit from? Where do they get all these chickens? Where do they get all the cows? Look at all those chickens. I literally don't understand. I can't get my tiny little brain around
It's
it.
'cause they're
The
fucking
mass
Burning down
organisation
rainforests.
that goes into that, I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, that's what they're burning down rainforests, they're planting fucking fields. It's cowspiracy. You seen cowspiracy?
I haven't, mate.
Oh,
but that sounds like
mate.
a quote that I've heard before.
You know, it's true. That's what they're doing. They're like destroying habitats and just for fields for cows because they're just mass breeding these cows because people love the fucking burgers.
They do,
And I
mate.
do.
People love that red meat.
They really do.
Well, they love any kind of meat.
They do.
We're animals.
They do, man. Yeah,
Literally.
Absolutely. But I've made a after having a conversation with you
Don't tell me.
about meat.
You've
No,
made a
true.
conscious effort to.
I have. I've made
Oh,
a conscious effort.
no.
I have eaten a vegetarian meal for the past week and a half.
Wow.
Which isn't like the big, you know, it's not like, oh,
Look
I've
at you
been
going
doing it for 6
carbon
years.
neutral.
But I'm going from eating meat with every single meal. Like today, I had went to the cafe and I had a jacket potato, chili and cheese. And she was like,
Banging.
do you want the vegetarian chili or the beef chili? And I was like, bitch.
Give me that beef.
I know, that's what every voice in my head was like, give me the meat, I need the meat. And I said,
Give me
no,
that fucking beef.
I'll have the vegetarian, please. And you know what? It was fucking delicious.
Did everyone in the store like look at you like you were some kind of peasant?
Well, it just went silent. I heard a baby crying in the distance. I didn't know what was going on. You know
Excuse
what
me,
I mean?
sir. Can you come with me?
It was like, have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers? It was the one person pointed at me and screeched. But nah, I ate that fucking potato with that fucking vegetarian chili on it, man. The whole time I was like, oh, I wish this had fucking
Just felt
meat in
dirty
it.
the entire
I
time.
really wish it had meat.
Unfulfilled is probably the best
Oh, man,
word.
but hey, it was good. I enjoyed
Look,
it.
I've seen all the documentaries, and I do
Yeah.
agree. I don't think you can argue with the science behind it. You really can't. But you are just I'm just a meat eater. I love eating meat. I'll never stop. Maybe I'll tone it down a bit, but at the moment it's still like every single meal, apart from breakfast. Maybe with breakfast. No, with breakfast.
Cheerios and chicken.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Don't knock it till you tried it.
Well, I'll have to, mate.
Yeah, like Cheerio crusted chicken. Oh,
that
mate.
sounds like
Peng.
a dream. I couldn't think. That literally sounds like the poorest person's meal. Someone who's
Hey man,
broke,
again,
down
don't
on
knock
their
it till you
luck,
tried it.
got no money, doesn't know what they're doing with their life. Yeah, I'll have the Cheerios and chicken, please. Just mash it together and just blend it and put it down my throat. Got your fibre in there.
Oh yeah, big time. Can't argue with that at all. But yeah, like I don't. Again, this goes back to forcing it down people's throats, like about being vegan, like or being anything. People are like, old enough and ugly enough to make their own informed decisions. Like the science is there, the information's there. If people want to go down that route and look into it, by all means, crack on. It's the people that try and force it down your throat. And don't get me wrong, I do agree with the whole mistreatment of animals side of things. I think that is awful and that shouldn't be accepted. But like when it comes to if it's done properly, just let people carry on with their lives, man.
Yeah.
Like if that's the way that people want to live, crack on.
Yeah.
But like it'll never stop me eating meat. But it definitely makes me, especially after seeing, I think it was What the Health, like choosing where I get my meat from, as opposed to just getting the cheapest option, which is like
exactly,
which is like chicken washed in chlorine, which is what you get in America.
Oh, fuck off.
Like, but like I'll give that one thing to the EU. Like they've got stringent food standards. So thank you very much, Brussels.
Goes through, if this goes through, man, I'm gonna be having fucking there's nuts and bolts in my chicken.
Yeah, reverts back to the Stone Age, and we're all just literally fighting for our food.
People fighting over the last tin of fucking tomatoes and shit, man. It's gonna happen. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, man.
It could all work out.
But we've got the general election, haven't we? Early December.
We have
December 12th.
Well, that's the thing. I have no idea when this is going to actually air. So by the time this is, it might be after the general. So tell me how it goes. You know.
Yeah. Please leave your comments
we
below.
Might be living in a free world, or
well, we'll probably be dead by then, knowing us.
Yeah. Or
knowing the way this.
My Lord and Savior Boris Johnson. You know.
Oh,
please don't kill me.
Yeah.
I've been left wing for a very long time, man. Left wing for very long. I don't think Corbyn's got all the answers, but I think a decade of Tories has taught us that something needs to change.
Yeah.
And like you said, mate, it's either shit or worse.
Well, this is it. I don't like to get too political ever, but I definitely do agree that the Tories had enough chances to get it through. I mean, look, it was the people's vote and all that. They should be trying to get it through as the people's vote. They didn't. And I don't necessarily believe with bringing second referendums in. I feel like we should have worked together as opposed to being at each other's throats when it comes to like different parties. But at this point now, I'm bored of it. I stopped reading about Brexit, stopped reading about anything political over a year ago. Yeah. And it's only recently, since it's all come back into it, I'm still not even bothered. I don't even know if I'm even going to vote, and that's probably a really bad thing to say.
You gotta vote.
Really bad thing to say, but I don't believe in any of them, Jake.
Doesn't matter.
Don't believe in any of them.
If you don't believe in any of them, then you vote for fucking Green Party. You vote for Plaid Cymru. You do. You show them. If they say, "Oh look,"
I'm going to vote for the Ignorant Professionals Communist Party.
Do it. Anything.
One vote.
Do it. Let's start it.
On the ballot.
Yes. No one's ever going to want the ignorant professionals in power.
Hey mate, you say that. You say that now.
3 years time.
You say that now. You never know.
Mein Führer Jake. mein Führer Dad. Yes.
Meine Führer. My own version of Mein Kampf.
Yeah, my struggle, man.
It's just like a picture book.
Pop out.
Yeah. Paint by numbers by Mein Führer Willie.
I'd buy that, man. I would watch that fucking shit.
Yeah. New York bestseller, #1 bestseller.
I've printed off my book today.
You've printed off your book.
My book. Well,
Mate.
first 7 chapters at least.
Nice, man. I still haven't got round to reading it.
This guy is like, oh yes, sir. What is that when you're drunk? Send me your book, man.
We've had many a drunken conversation about this book, and to be fair, it sounds awesome.
It's not real, mate. It's all fake.
Yeah, you just wasted my time entirely.
If you click the document, it's just a GIF.
Yeah, yeah. Why have you done this? I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. That's literally it. But I stole
young Steve Coogan.
Printed off. Going to see some people on the 1st of December to have a read, maybe edit a bit. You know, basically a bit of a pitch meeting, really.
Making waves, mate. Big things in the pipeline for old Jake Watkin.
That's my entire life.
Soon to be a TV star as well, might I add.
Yeah.
Everyone keep your eyes peeled.
Unfortunately.
19th of December on BBC One.
Yep. At
Yeah, boy.
9:15 in the fucking morning. It's going to be me singing in a fucking choir.
Did you say 9:30 in the morning?
9:15.
Is that when it's airing?
Yeah. 9:15.
Oh, so it's not even like prime time slot.
No, man, no.
I don't know why I thought it would be.
Thank God it's not prime time slot. Man.
Well, be sure to set your recording devices accordingly.
It's going to be an iPlayer. Regardless, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that we're living in like 2019 now. You can't just go on iPlayer.
Set your sundial.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're there.
Yeah.
Feed the cows and sheep. Well, nah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Like I said, it's when it comes to the BBC, because it's so localized. Like if I was on something like I don't know, if I was on like Sky. If I was on Sky One, I'd be telling everybody, no matter what I'm doing. Yeah. Like,
I suppose it is BBC One Wales, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm on Sky One, man. It's fucking Sky One. But BBC One.
And it's BBC One Wales.
Is it BBC One Wales?
Well, I assume so.
No, I think it's just BBC.
Is it really?
Yeah,
wow.
it's just BBC
Getting
One.
broadcast all over the country.
Yeah,
all those single mothers and old retired people will
Yeah.
be watching that.
Well, not everyone who's on the show is from Wales, so there's a
That's
couple
true.
of people. That...
Oh yeah, there's quite a few of you, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do you just want to give a little bit of a background, Jake, as to what this documentary is about?
It is a documentary about loneliness around Christmas time, but we didn't know that. We didn't know when.
Blindsided by the BBC.
We absolutely
Not the first ones.
Shafted by the BBC. They were like, "Oh, we want to have a conversation with you about people not connected in the city because there's so many people." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll have a chat
sounds
with
good.
you. I'm an intelligent guy. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah." And I
Self-proclaimed.
had a small conversation about it. Oh yeah, okay. Do you want to do more episodes? I'd be happy to do more episodes. Turn up the next day, you join in the fucking choir and you're singing with the girls. What?
Might I just add, the best news I've had all year, knowing that Jake is going to be singing in the choir on national TV. It just made all my Christmases came early.
It
I don't know what else to say.
For a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So I'm looking forward to that greatly. I
I
really
think a
am.
lot of people are.
Oh yeah. No.
Funny enough, the 19th of December is my Christmas party in work. And they know
Same.
about it now. Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
You're joking.
Yeah, man.
Ah, fuck.
So
yeah, everyone's
well, I'll
gonna
just be watching it on the iPlayer and work.
Who's that? I have no idea.
That is
man.
Jake the Snake Watkin
Oh, the description.
in his prime.
Oh, the description of it was the worst, man.
Yeah, they have thrown you under the bus there. That
Oh.
is a little bit upsetting. I mean, not for me, but I can imagine for you. For me, it's amazing.
It's fine. I think like as stupid as it says, in my heart, I know for a fact that everything they said is total fucking horseshit, and we knew that they were going to do that.
Oh yeah, we knew they were going to throw you under the
After they
bus.
first shafted, do you know what I mean? And it's like, what's the population in the UK, man? It's a good fucking bunch of fucking million of us.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's a fair
like,
few.
It's like 90 million, something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Population of the UK. I don't give a fuck about any of those people. I don't know any of them. I don't give a fuck about
You're going
them.
to become a meme, boy.
Yeah, I hope. If I became a meme, it would be the best thing in my fucking
You'll be the
life,
first
man.
meme on our Instagram page.
That would be incredible. As long as it's not like an offensive one. Do you know what I mean? If it was one that like made me out to be a fucking
like paedophile or something.
yeah, exactly. Like when you're a nonce. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be
When
known
you're
as
a
the
nonce.
nonce guy. And I'll be like, for fuck's
Forever
sake.
known as a nonce.
That's going to ruin all my relationships in life. No one's going to want, hey, you're the nonce guy?
Well, no,
Oh,
you'll still have
man.
relationships, just with other nonces.
And little girls.
Yeah. Oh, right. Too far. Too far.
That's too
Yeah,
far.
that's the only thing that's off limits. Children.
Ignorant professionals, man.
That's it, mate.
The ignorant professionals. But nah, I hope nothing. Oh God, I hope nothing. I hope it's just it's not a big show.
It just blows
No one
over,
watches
like,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
it'll blow. I think it will though, because apparently he's the guy who did it, Mark Delis. He's done like 3 of these before.
Yeah.
Not exactly this, but he did.
I thought they were quite popular, though, weren't they?
The Dementia Choir was popular.
Yeah.
So that one was like Christmas #1 that year because it's a bunch of fucking
What
old
a
people
load
with
of old
Alzheimer's and dementia.
Oh,
You know.
Of course it was.
It was. You
I know,
people
yeah.
love
It's
that.
just like, oh, come on.
I know, but it is what it is. And then they've just done a Before Us, like only a couple of months ago, he did a charity one with like Helena Bonham Carter and fucking like loads of fucking celebrities were on it.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was a big one. He did. This is a good story. Let me tell you the story, right?
Go on.
So Mark Dillis, the guy who did all the thing, the black dude.
Yeah, I met him.
right?
Yeah, he's a bit of a
yeah,
melt,
really
isn't
nice
he?
guy. Well, I think he's not right. He's a bit of a dick.
He's all right, but he's like, oh, my choir.
Oh,
and he's been there. He's been there for like 10 minutes, and you guys have been rehearsing
It's
for about 4 hours.
Because on camera, he's like, my choir.
Oh,
and
mate,
he's moving
you
all
must have
his
said it about
arms.
1,000 times
And
while
then
sitting
off
there.
camera, he's just like, right, lads, how's it going? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
He sang to us, like, oh, who is this absolute piece of flannel?
And then you
Oh,
fell in love with him.
Pathetic. Yeah, then I was like, this guy's got a voice of an angel.
Anyway, right? This guy, he said that he was doing this fucking show with all these celebrities, right?
Yeah.
And what's her name? Turns out, I can't think of her name. She's a singer. She's Shake It Off.
Cher. Oh.
Shake it off.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift showed up out of nowhere. He said none of the BBC knew that she was coming. She just turned up out of nowhere. So she turns up, starts shaking her hands to all the celebrities, and Mark's talking to her, blah, blah, blah. So they're doing it in some fucking random recording building, and then the people who weren't part of the show, like the staff and everything, see her, they start tweeting, fucking Taylor Swift's here, oh my god, what the
Oh,
fuck?
Christ.
Fucking everyone knows about it. Before you know it, he said the whole streets were filled with paparazzi.
Compromised.
Waiting for this girl to come out, right? And he says, do you know how she got out? I went, how? But her mates were there, had this giant fucking suitcase, opened it, she bent herself
Shut
literally...
up.
This is what
She's
he
like
said.
8 foot tall, isn't
Bent
she?
herself in half, right? Shoved herself in the suitcase, and her mates walked out the back. And the paparazzi stayed for another hour until they realised, nah,
That she
she's
ain't
gone,
coming,
she's
yeah.
in the wind. And apparently she does this every single time she goes anywhere.
Do you reckon it's like a specially made suitcase that she
It
has
has
like
to be,
professionally
yeah.
done?
It's probably like fucking, whatchamacallit, like the fucking, what's Doctor Who's fucking
Yeah, like the
clock?
TARDIS. Yeah.
That's it,
She's probably
yeah.
got like a little TV in there, a little sink, like
Yeah,
kitchen.
Fucking Jay-Z's in there.
Yeah.
Loads of people, all the celebrities.
Yeah, Kanye's there.
Biggie Smalls.
That's it. Yeah.
There's a lot
Pretty
of
sure
black
he's
guys.
dead, mate. Yeah.
Exactly. That's where they all go. Biggie
Oh, they go
Smalls, yeah.
Taylor Swift suitcase is where they go when they
That's where
die.
all the dead celebrities
Yeah.
go.
Tupac
Michael
and Biggie.
Jackson's in there. Tupac's in there.
Oh, no one wants Michael Jackson there.
Nah, man.
After the
No one
recent
talks to him.
controversies.
They leave him on his own.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah, the kids corner.
Hey, we said we're not going to talk about the kids.
But that's where all the controversial, funny material is.
It
You got to take
True,
advantage
though,
of that.
man. It is true. That guy, though. Fucking Michael
I know, man.
Jackson.
I mean, what a talent. But
What a talent. What a
to be
sad
fair,
story,
though,
What a
still
sad story. In all
innocent until
fairness.
proven guilty.
Absolutely.
I'm a firm believer in that, and the guy's dead, so we can't confirm whether he's
It's
guilty or
easy
not,
to
can
talk
you?
shit about the dead, isn't it?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It
And all
is
these
easy.
people coming out of the woodwork, I don't necessarily think it's legit. I really don't. I think a lot of it is like because you still got like Macaulay Culkin standing his ground saying he never
Saying
touched
he
me, he
never
did
got-
nothing
never
at
got
all.
failed, man.
And you got this random nobody who no one's heard of wants a bit of easy cash.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit. I don't know. You can't trust. I don't think you can trust anything these days.
I do know what you mean, though. Absolutely, and like you can't trust other people when they have their own agenda and they got their own motivations.
Yeah,
Like
of
this
course.
fucking nobody who knows who the fuck he is trying to get the money. Like Macaulay Culkin. Like I mean, he went through some shit though. Like,
Oh, yeah, no,
again,
don't get me
he's
wrong,
always
child
drugs,
actor.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's probably from being a celebrity from such a young age, the fame getting to you and having all that money and
Exactly.
you know
It's gonna. I mean, we've seen it happen to what? Like,
dozens.
yeah, easy.
Dozens, man. Happened. Lindsay
Exactly.
Lohan. Like,
Oh
she was-
yeah.
she was
Who's the
celebrity,
other
she was-
one? Oh god, I can't remember her name. Amanda Amanda Bynes. That's it.
That's
God,
it,
man,
mate,
car
she-
crash.
Yeah,
Absolute
mate, she
car
lost her
crash.
fucking marbles, man.
I know. That's what I mean.
Have you seen her recently? She's like, she's fat as fuck. Like, nothing wrong with being fat as fuck,
Yeah.
but man, she's fat as fuck. Yeah,
It's normally a bit of you, innit,
yeah,
mate?
Yeah, like, what?
What?
You motherfucker, you. Yeah, man, it's fucked. And I feel like I wouldn't want to be a celebrity. I wouldn't want to be a celebrity anyway. I don't want
No.
to be famous.
No, I think a child celebrity especially. Like, I bet at the time it's amazing, but I bet the novelty dies off pretty quick, and it must get to the point where it's like, fuck, just leave me alone.
Yeah,
Please just leave me
absolutely.
alone.
Yeah,
Like-
you just want to go to get some fucking like you hungover as shit. You want to go
Exactly.
to the shop. I need some toilet paper. I need
Yeah.
to get a drink. Oh, you Jake Walken? Oh fuck! Can you sign my titties? Obviously, yeah, but fucking leave me alone.
Obviously, I'm going to sign your titties, but I'm in a hurry.
People recording you, taking pictures.
Yeah.
Jake Walken seen with Coachella. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened to him and Andrex? Oh fuck! Oh man. That's
Terrible
what
things I can imagine. Yeah.
Terrible.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah.
But it's like on like Sunday when I'm hungover as sin, like literally hanging out my backside. I don't even want to leave my place, and I only leave like literally under cover of darkness to get a McDonald's. Could you imagine? Not if you're a celebrity, you couldn't even do that. I know you've got people to do it for you, but you get a cabin fever. You don't want to be stuck indoors all day.
You go mad.
Yeah, you just lose your nut. I bet you've got a lot of yes men around you as well. A lot of you're not a lot of. I bet you need to be very selective and careful with who you obviously is you in your circle.
Well, that's the thing. I think if I became famous tomorrow for any reason, I don't know. Well, obviously famous, not infamous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I became famous, like if I sang a song tomorrow and then.
I mean, you are singing a song, so.
Oh yeah. Well, say if I sang a good song and actually could sing, then I was famous tomorrow. My mates, who I know now, that's all I'd keep. I wouldn't make any new friends because I can't trust them.
The OGs, mate.
The OGs.
The number ones, the ones from day dot.
To be the people who met you before you were famous.
Well, just to let you know, I'd be just in it for the money if you became. Yeah, yeah.
But I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as you just wouldn't need to make any new friends.
Exactly.
That's it.
Just keep the old ones.
Exactly. As long as you're getting the drinks in every single round at Pulse at 2 a.m, I'll be happy.
I mean, I'd have to, wouldn't I? It'd be the right thing.
I mean, you do it now, so like, that's why I'm here.
I miss James. I
know, mate.
Another friend of ours who would get very, very, very drunk and just buy all the drinks.
He's the third man of the tripod.
He is.
Mr. James, the Mears Beers.
Yeah, of the Unholy Trinity.
I've no doubt at some point, if he grows some bollocks, he'll come on the podcast with us.
Possibly, but it's going to take some time. His new girlfriend
the worry that went over Jake's face then when I said that. That's a lot of work for Jake, bless him. So, this first episode will probably come out in the next, 6 years? And then probably in increments of like 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a biannual truffle. Trying to make up as many words as I can to make it sound more serious than it is. But yeah, that's well, it's hard. It's hard taking the time out of your life to do anything.
Yeah,
anything.
definitely.
Like you, for example, Dan, big fan of the gym. Do you know what I mean? You go a lot, really healthy guy.
Huge.
I cannot find the time to fucking wash the dishes. It's insane how
just two very different people, I think. Like, you've got a lot of hobbies that you're like bang into. Like, you're very technologically driven, technologically driven.
Both of those things.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I am, but that's sort of fallen by the wayside since I got older. But that is my only escape, really, is the gym. So I can see why. Like, you've got all these different things, but unfortunately, I always have time to do the dishes. As well, I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I hate doing the dishes.
It's the worst.
But
it's the worst thing
unfortunately,
to do.
I do.
I can't stand it. I can't wait to buy a fucking dishwasher. Like someone in the fucking 21st
Mate, that's
century.
it, mate. Set some goals, achievable goals.
It probably would be cheaper to hire some fucking Taiwanese bitch to get over my house. I'm fucking.
We're going there. We're going there. Yeah, we're going there. That's fine.
First, lady.
No, in all fairness, he's not wrong. he's really not wrong.
To get some Taiwanese girl, get over here, can't speak a lick of English, do dishes.
I mean, how much would you pay him?
I mean, I'll just pay them.
What's national? What's
I'll just pay them in their account.
Well, you're gonna buy some baht. Pay him in some baht.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't know.
I mean,
ignorant professionals.
That's it. Coming at you live from Jake's front row.
At you live. I need to extenuate the fact that we have no idea what we're talking about at any time.
I think in our heads, the main appeal of this podcast is that we literally just will jump from subject to subject on a whim because we literally have no actual knowledge about anything.
No facts, no figures.
Feel free, if we ever gain any kind of following, to correct us on everything that we ever say.
Absolutely.
Because,
I thought Jake Walker was very offensive when he said the word retarded.
Yeah.
My cousin's next door
Taiwanese
uncle.
bitch?
Yeah. Taiwanese. My granddaughter was Taiwanese. Twice removed, and I believe. Yeah. That's the world we live in, mate, unfortunately.
Oh, yes. It really is, mate. But yeah, look, hour in already, mate. Time flies when you're having a good time, doesn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely. I still got 43 hours left of disc space. Man,
well, there we go then.
We're running out, mate. What?
You better buckle in, guys, because 48 hours we're coming at you.
It's insane. It's insane. It's insane that I've got a quite nice computer. Like I said, I like my technology. I've got 2 terabytes in there. It's full of shit anyway. It's already full of,
and porn. I got a quick glimpse before it started.
The filthiest porn. Yeah, it's because all my
I saw
files
midgets,
save in the same place.
Animals.
No, it was midgets versus animals.
Mad on his bestiality, this boy. Necrophilia, the lot.
Yeah, no, oh, okay.
Anything with words longer than 5 digits, five letters. This guy's got it. This guy's into it. Yeah, I got there. Like I said, not very bright, me.
Now you lost him when you said digits, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
After he has no idea.
That's how
what
many
he's
digits to
talking
go in your
about.
ass. 5 digits.
But now I got all my files saved in the same. And that's the thing. Like YouTube need 4,000 hours, man.
Yeah,
I can't even save them on my computer.
I don't know if I've got that much in me. 48 hours worth
I got nothing
of
to
shit.
talk about for
I think we should
4,000
probably like do a little bit more investigating and sort of like looking at topics for the next one. Even though this one's flown.
This is the opener.
This
That's
is the
what it
opener, mate. This is getting to know
is
the people.
taster. Do you know
This is
what I mean?
it.
This is when you get a little sample. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I quite like this. Can I have some more, please? No, you can't. It's coming out bi-weekly.
This is it. Fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it is. That is how it is. I'm sorry, you already know too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. The channel disappears. You never hear from us ever again, and that's the end. But now,
Yeah.
it's
Luckily for everyone, to be fair.
it is going to be topical as fuck.
Oh yeah.
That's
oh
the
yeah. We'll be
point.
bang on it next time.
Yeah, it will. You gotta have the opener. You gotta ease it in, man. You gotta break the ice. You gotta warm
That's it.
up,
You got it's
know what I mean?
foreplay, isn't it? It's foreplay.
That's what it is, man.
It's
Everyone
foreplay.
likes
We're
little-
just wetting the whistle.
You can't just stick it in straight away.
You
None
can't,
of the
mate.
girls like that.
Terrible.
They want to be teased.
That's
They
it.
want to feel romanticized. You
That's
know?
it.
Like someone likes them.
Got to
you know?
tickle the ears.
Yeah.
Tickle
exactly.
those ears.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the ladies love. Is a good tickle behind the ears.
Well, I
man.
mean, I'll just take your word for it.
Well, Dan's been fucking dogs his whole life. That's where it comes from.
Mate, you said you wouldn't say anything.
It's on this live. This is recorded. No, I'm sorry. I can only apologize. I can only apologize. Out of the three of us, it was James who always got the fatties, man.
Yeah, James is a big, was
Yeah.
a huge chubby chaser.
He was.
He loved the beef.
He was another one of those where the more you spend time around him, you rise above him.
Oh yeah,
Because of his deeds.
So yeah,
you know?
this is it. Like I always feel like I'm the bottom of the pack, but when James is around, your boy is on top form.
This is why we need him around.
This is it,
exactly
yeah.
why we need him around, man. But now he's fallen in love with a good-looking girl who treats him right, and they're
Yeah,
both
man.
happy, and I hate them both for it.
Yeah, well this is
Like,
it. This is it. How dare
The
you?
most selfish bastard I've ever met in my fucking life. How
Yeah.
dare he find
Scum.
happiness?
Scum.
Well, the rest of us
know.
live in this world. How dare he?
Disgraceful. Disgraceful.
What can you do, though?
The boy has got a very unnatural talent of darkness.
He does.
He's dark as fuck, that
you
boy.
think we're dark. You should
Yeah,
be
he's
this.
he can create a scenario out of thin air that will just make you sick to your
But
stomach,
the
and I
thing
love
is
him
that
for it.
We don't even have to be talking about it. I'm like, oh, Dan, can you pass the salt, please? And he's like, I fucked both my kids. Oh my, James!
It's funny because I've heard that before.
That's exactly like I didn't. That wasn't the top of my head. Man.
Nah,
That's
man.
a direct quote.
Oh,
I'm
mate,
like,
the boy.
Why would you say such a thing? And he's like, why not? And
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
That's such a good point.
Controversy, mate.
Can't argue
Shock
with it.
humour. You can't beat it. It's the best humour.
It is. It's definitely up there, man. There's a lot of comedians that do use
That thrive
kind
on
of
it, don't
sense
they?
of Humor. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love it though. I do. I love it, and it's so crazy. how you
Especially in an age now where everything is controversial. You can't say anything without being controversial.
You
It's the
can't, no.
brave comedians who are saying the shit
Yeah.
that no one else wants to say is what's getting the following. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Well, man, there's
But,
loads. Dave Chappelle, he's a
that's
big,
it, yeah,
he's a
that's
big-
one.
he's a
Obviously,
big
a
one of them.
new Netflix.
He don't really care. Tom Segura, he's a big one as well. I mean, Joe Rogan, do you know what I mean? He does a lot of stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
He says the exact same thing in with the PC culture taking all over the world. Ricky Gervais is another one.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
of course, yeah. Ricky
when
Gervais,
he was
pioneer.
talking about when it was most recent stand-ups, when he was saying that he said Bruce Jenner instead of Caitlyn Jenner, and the whole
let me
Twitter
guess, he got
went
shit on
nuts
for it,
because
yeah.
he dead named it, which is
Oh,
a new
for God's
concept, which I
sake.
never heard of neither.
Dead naming someone.
Yeah,
They're just like they're trying to find names and reasons to fucking pick on everyone.
we're in a culture and a civilization. People want to be outraged. They
Yeah.
want to be offended. They're looking
Yeah.
for it. You know, it's the new
Thrive
way
on
of making
controversy.
Yeah, well, it's the new way of making themselves feel better than other people, you know. And I can get offended almost as easy as the next normal person. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Well, I've seen.
don't know.
Well, no, I think when you see I've seen videos of I know people fucking those hunters that have killed this rare fucking elephant.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
and
stuff
I'm
like that.
I'm like, you fucking piece of shit.
No, but that's something legitimate to be annoyed about.
Yeah, but that's what normal people should get wound up about.
Yeah.
And then you get some people. He called her she instead of shblee. You need to get your head out your fucking ass.
I know, mate. What do you
does
call
not
it?
matter.
What do you want to be called?
Well, there's the list. Have you seen? I swear, like the other people did like Harvard referencing and all that kind of stuff. So they had a once again, ignorant professionals. This is probably totally horseshit.
Yeah.
But they
Take it with a pinch of
brought
salt.
out a time, like a sheet, like a fucking table, and it was for their lectures because once somebody made a complaint to one of the lecturers because he said her. It's going to sound retarded. Her instead of her, H-I-R. He said H-E-R instead of H-I-R.
It does sound retarded, you're right.
Did you know what I'm
I
saying?
couldn't even hear the difference.
And there was a whole list, literally like je and bleu and flagar, and all of these have different meanings. If you're non-binary, if you're gender fluid, if you're
Gender
an attack
fluid? That
helicopter.
just sounds awful.
I mean, it sounds.
What does that mean? That you can just change it on a whim?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
does,
like hot on cold tap. Oh, just today I want to be the hot tap.
Yeah.
I just is that what it is? Is that
Yeah,
what gender fluid
that is what
means?
it is. Once again, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Fuck
From
me.
my understanding,
Yeah,
gender
we probably
fluid
should be a little bit more involved, but I think that's the pure innocence of
That's getting
it.
offended
Yeah.
about something we have no idea.
I know,
we
yeah,
are
exactly.
the people that we hate.
How dare you be gender fluid? How dare you identify as whatever you want? A table, a bowl of soup.
Well, I do feel bad for people who have lived their lives feeling like they're in the wrong body. I do, and I
Oh, yeah.
I really
Look.
do, and I couldn't imagine living my life living like that. But you have to admit, if that happened to me, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, don't get me
Wouldn't
wrong.
it?
Oh mate, again, all my Christmases become early.
You would be laughing your fucking
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't
ass
stop.
off.
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
stop.
be. I'd be devastated, man. But if it doesn't happen to you, then it's fucking funny. That's what makes it funny.
That's comedy in a nutshell.
Exactly.
That is comedy in a
And
nutshell.
sometimes, if it has happened to you, that's what makes it funny as well. Like fucking Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
His comedy was like, "What's the deal with airplane food?" Because everyone's like, "Yeah, airplane food shit."
Yeah.
That was the comedy
Relatable.
back in the night. It's relatable comedy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
That's-
anymore, but
that's what gets the laughs. But when you got those people who have lived horrible lives feeling they're in the wrong body, I can see where they would get
Look,
offended.
don't get me wrong. I do agree with you. I do agree with
that's
it.
like if you've gone full hog, do you know what I mean?
Well,
Breast
like-
implants, dick's been
like
cut off,
chopped
changed
your
your
knob
name,
off, yeah.
grew your hair, changed everything about you.
Like
do you know what I mean?
chinectomy, got rid of that masculine chin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the people where they get the chin
Yeah, like
shaved
filed
and-
down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's fair. But when you get some fucking dickhead who's just like, oh, today I'm going to be a girl and I wanted to call me Stephanie. I'm like, your name's Brian.
I
You're
know.
fucking 7 foot and you've got the hairiest face I've ever seen in
That's
my
it,
life.
mate.
Like,
It's like, where's my cricket bat at?
Yeah.
I'm going to take it to your canister because I'm not having none of this. Like, it's too much. It's 8 a.m. I've had enough yet, already.
Absolutely.
It's just,
Absolutely, man.
that's I think that's the big thing for me. It's like anything. People are entitled to do whatever they want, be whatever they want. Just be quiet about it. Why has everyone got to know about it? I don't want to know that you like wake up and I don't know, suck off your boyfriend or you identify as a fucking rabbit. I don't give a fuck. Do it in your own privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
Why does it need to be why do I need to know about it?
No, I totally agree with you. And that's the thing. It's like I feel this way about everybody. I don't give a fuck about anybody.
Mate, I couldn't agree more.
So what? So then, when these people are, if some guy was pipe like for example, people will pipe up about I bought a new car, and they're getting pictures themselves on Facebook with this new car. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about you and you're
Exactly.
a massive fucking prick. I got
Exactly.
nothing against cars. I got
No.
nothing against people who buy
Stop
cars.
flexing, bro.
It's you. I
Stop
think
flexing.
you're a prick.
Flexing on us, bro.
Exactly. And when
Stop
people
flexing.
do the whole gender fluid thing, they're flexing how PC
Yeah.
they are and how woke they are.
And again,
I hate woke
exactly,
society.
same thing with mental health. Obviously, in recent years, it's always been there, but it's become a lot more spoken about and it's a lot more acceptable to speak about. But I do feel you get a lot of people who utilise social media as a way to just force that down your throat as well, constantly. Not naming any names, I see it all the time. Loads of people just constantly like. In my opinion, if you're constantly saying it to the world, it sort of makes it invalid. If you're constantly trying to validate it to people, it's not real. The people who are genuinely suffering aren't posting it on Facebook trying to get likes and attention. They're genuinely suffering.
Yeah.
And it's just another thing to add to the list of... I think it's social media is the problem. Because
It
people
is.
feel the need to put everything out there for validation. They want to be validated that they identify as whatever. They want to be validated as this, that, and the other, or they got a good job or a good car.
Yeah.
It's all it is validation, and it's got a lot to answer for.
No, I agree. And that's one of the reasons where, like about a lot of people are getting depressed because the keep look at my new car, look at my new house, look at my new job. I'm living my life, and I'm sat there and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Man?
Yeah. No one puts on Facebook the day that they woke up and did fuck all, or the day they had a fight with their girlfriend. All they see is the next day the missus posts a photo of them smiling.
Yeah.
And it's just fake.
And it's crazy how I've seen like people who I know and I spend so much time with, and they're always bitching about their boyfriend, bitching about their girlfriend.
This is it.
And then they look like the happiest couple I've ever seen live on Facebook, and I'm
like,
who's that for?
It's the great lie, isn't it? It's just
great lie.
It's just what it all is. It's always what it's been about.
Maybe life is just a great lie.
Maybe it is. We're getting closer, mate. We're getting closer to the quest.
We are. Maybe that is the quest. Is the answer.
And again, it comes full circle.
It does come full circle.
That's what it's going to be about.
Yeah.
The Full Circle podcast.
Well, I don't know. Maybe at some point we'll find out what it is, but definitely next episode it's going to be a topic. We're going to sit down. Pick a topic. We're going to have some fucking stats for you people. We're going to know what we're talking about.
This is it.
It's all going to be made up.
I mean, it kind of defeats the point of being an ignorant professional.
Well,
doesn't it?
I mean, that's the thing, is the opinions. There's a lot of opinions.
Yeah, there's a lot of ignorant opinions getting thrown around.
I'm like, that's a very ignorant thing.
We should literally have flashcards. Like flashcards of like 5 different topics, and then like spin the bottle. What's this one? All right, let's have a chat about it.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty funny.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Well, where are we at now? Yeah, I think. I
mean, this is a suitable length for a podcast, isn't it? Any more, and people just want to throw themselves off a bridge.
I already want to throw myself off a bridge.
Oh, mate, yeah, I've already picked my route.
But that's where we are. Well, if you're still listening, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for listening.
And I'm not sorry for any of the things that we said.
I'm a little bit sorry, but only once I've listened to it back will I know what I'm sorry for.
Absolutely. We'll have to get there. But yeah, like and subscribe if the buttons are around the place. But we appreciate your time. We'll see you in the next show.
Peace.
Right. Peace.
Ta-da.
Well done. Peace out, motherfucker.